welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on a team Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Raging Cajuns will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So UAB's offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
And the Blazers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So Louisiana's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Dropping back, it's Carter. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Blazers will hustle to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They punt it away on 4th down. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like fires one high and deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Out of the gun, the give to the back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Chappelle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the air. It's Carter. Oh, they're after him. Quick strike complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Raging Cajuns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Cajuns. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Blazers send out the punt unit.
Defense has stepped up. It's 4th down.
Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
2nd down coming up.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Looking for a man. It's Carter. He's got him in the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start, now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Blazers are in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Tempo and overdrive.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Collins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Look out, he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Dropping back, it's Carter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. Quick completion on the out. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Raging Cajuns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The 49ers offense has hit on big play after big play. Just when you think they might take their foot off the gas, wham, they break one again. They're trailing by 21 to Charlotte. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fighting off the defender. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. The Blazers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Blazers!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Carter. That's reeled in, it's Smith. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Baptiste. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. From the 22 on first and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The lone back's got it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Raging Cajuns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to... Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Off the RPO, complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blazers have it with a first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Blazers want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On the run, it's Collins. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Found a seam. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Chappelle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the ground, it's Parker. Finding open areas. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there. The inside handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Got his man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Holmes. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Out of bounds at the 42. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Blazers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
And the Blazers will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Got a man. It's Wade. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Carter. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about 2 opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before where you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blazers are on the move. From the gun, the ground game. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking to throw, it's Carter. Bringing the heat. Still on his feet. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man, it's Chappelle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The 49ers offense has hit on big play after big play. Just when you think they might take their foot off the gas, wham, they break one again. They're trailing by 28 to Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. Red pass is complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Snags it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Wants to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Rides the back on the option, the give. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UAB.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
21.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And his first pass is incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. It's caught. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Blazers want to move quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Blazers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Wade. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The short hands, it's Chappelle. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete. Turning it on. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Raging Cajuns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They boot it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Blazers want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Collins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Blazers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
13. 1st down for the offense.
Handoff to the lone back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Blazers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 5 over West Virginia.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Back to throw. It's Wade. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Right on the money. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run it to the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.